Right, YouTube, it's Shadow King Nazru, and I'm here with my review of Suicide Squad. So I just got back from watching it, and honestly, I rather liked it. So for those who don't know, Suicide Squad is basically this team of superpowered or especially skilled villains who are uh, hired by the government to do these very dangerous tasks in exchange for either reduced prison sentences, or for total freedom. And if they get out of line, they would either get killed by the situation or by the government via explosives that they had implanted into them. So yeah, what really works about the movies is the characters, the action, and the comedy. Uh, all the characters are well acted, even though some of them didn't get a lot of development. But you can't really expect much since some of them are supposed to be just like the regular characters. Since Suicide Squad just needs to lives up to its name, and have some of the members be killed off, so you can't really grow an attachment to them. The main focus of the movie is basically on Will Smith and Margot Robbie. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Basically, who play Deadshot and Harley Quinn respectively, and yeah, it does really a pretty good job with establishing Deadshot as this hitman that does have a little bit of heart to him, which really works for Will Smith's character, as he's a very charismatic character and can really make you relate to him. And Harley Quinn, they did a pretty solid job with her origins. And this is probably going to lead to a talk about the Joker, but we'll save that for later. Uh, Diablo, I wasn't expecting much from him, but they really did a good job from what they did, and they actually made you empathize with him. I'm not going to spoil it for it in case any of you guys want to see the movie, but trust me, this guy's is a pretty solid character. Katana, yeah, it also feels the same. She doesn't really do much, but I'm also glad that my previous words that they just made her one of the villains that didn't come to be. She's still a good guy, a good girl, as it were, and she's working for the government to keep the villains in check as an extra measure. And they've also added a little bit of a tragic backstory so we can actually empathize with her. Then we got the other villains like uh, Killer Croc and Boomerang, who there's really not much to them, but then again, there's not really much to their characters in other mediums, so I guess that's a little bit forgivable. The villain, the actual main villain, they're it was just kind of The basically it was just like this whole take over the world thing through magic, and yeah, it's kind of a weak motivation, but whatever. Amanda Waller was pretty good. She really does show that I might not have powers, but I definitely can handle any of these any of these criminals and keep them under my thumb. Yes. Oh, what else? The Joker. I might as well get to him. Jared Leto's Joker, and mostly we just seen him as mostly a mob boss, and also trying to get Harley Quinn to be with him. He doesn't really affect the plot, but yeah, he's basically just playing his role of the wild card, kind of like Assault on Arkham. He's not directly involved, but he's just like there to do his own thing, and it involves Harley Quinn. How does now? A lot of you guys are going to be asking, how does he compare to like Heath Ledger's Joker or Mark Hamill's Joker? Honestly, it's I got really nothing to work with. We didn't really see much of him doing anything psychological or all too terrifying. Just mostly him controlling other gangs and trying to get back Harley Quinn. So I think we need like another movie featuring him and having give him more screen time and development for before I can compare him to the previous Jokers. Uh, so yeah, they need DC needs to get working on that. So maybe we'll get more development in the that solo Batman movie that Ben Affleck's working on. Ben Affleck's Batman was pretty much minor. He was just basically there in the backstories of like Deadshot and Harley Quinn. But he does a pretty nice job. It was nice to see from the villain's perspective of this guy who's uh we don't see him being I don't want to say we don't see him being heroic. We just see him catching the villains. But from their perspective, like he's like this haunting figure that chases them, which is what Batman tries to invoke in the criminal. So yeah, that was a pretty interesting thing David Ayer did. So yeah, there was all around the cast was pretty good. And the comedy there were quite a bit of few jokes, and a lot of them hit thanks to certain situations and thanks to Margot's and Will Smith's performances. The action was pretty nice. If I did have some cons, I feel like the music scoring was kind of haphazardly scored. I felt like some of the music was trying to convey some sort of meaning towards certain scenes, and they were pretty hit and miss. As I felt some of them didn't really have anything to do with the scene that was going on, so they could have been scored better. Um, I also felt that we should have gotten to like know the Joker a little bit better in their relationship. But it seems more like in this version that the Joker might actually be in love with Harley Quinn, whereas he's just basically using her, and the love is more one-sided, just on Harley Quinn's side. So I'm not really sure how that's going to play in future movies, but we'll just have to see. So all in all, if I were to give this score, I say it's somewhere between 7.8 and an 8. So I guess if rounded out, it'd be like an 8 out of 10. So yeah, those were my thoughts on Suicide Squad. Really enjoyed it. A couple of problems, but all around, I would recommend this movie. So go check it out, and I'll catch you guys later.